Everything I have been complaining and stating for the last 6 months about Chelsea Football Club is coming to fruition. Everything. From how I feel about certain players, Pedro Netanyahu, to what I think is the answer for other players like João Pedro, aka playing with Cole Palmer. These things have just been coming true and true and true every time these guys take the pitch. So it's coming to the point now where I think I should be the manager of the Chelsea Football Club. And that's no troll. That's not me trolling. I'm not trolling. I'm not making jokes. That's me stating the facts. I think I should become the manager for Chelsea Football Club. I think you should let me guide us because I would guide us into the promised land. I would guide Chelsea into a treble. But I have other things I'm focusing on. I'm focused on being the greatest artist of all time. I'm focused on being the greatest streamer of all time. And those things will happen. So, until then, what I think should happen is Chelsea Football Club, you should just listen to what I have to say, when I say it, how I say it, and don't question too much. I am football. I am sports. João Pedro is literally the best striker we've had in 10 years, without a doubt. Cole Palmer dropping master classes with a effed up groin. For a second, I can't lie. I was taking a little shots at Palmer on the TL on X. I was like, Palmer, you still the same person? Are you still the same person, Cole Palmer? Because I wasn't sure. I was a little, I was a little curious to see if he was the same person, but he's still the same person. Cole Palmer, he's still the same person. It's just every now and then he's gonna be going through the motions. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Every now and then, that's what he's gonna be giving us. What I would love from Cole Palmer is for him to give us a season better than that season in 2024. And I think next season we're gonna get that from him. But until then, all we can do is make sure we supply Cole with the weapons to prosper. Esteval, that's the weapon to prosper. João Pedro, that's a weapon that can prosper. On the left, put Quenda there, that's a weapon that could prosper. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? I'm gonna be frank and I'm gonna keep it G. I'm gonna keep it so G. I think that Liam Delap, Garnacho, and Pedro Neto is literally one of the worst front lines I've ever seen at a football club, period. Not just Chelsea, but at a football club, period. So it's getting to the point now where we just gotta admit that Maresco is right. But it's not like Maresca was like getting the best out of the players himself. I'm gonna be honest, he wasn't getting the best out of João Pedro. He wasn't getting the best out of Palmer. And he was really underestimating Esteval. Right? I think he was underestimating Esteval, but he was also, I'm gonna keep it a stock too. I think he was pacing Esteval's. He's like drip feeding him games so you could get acquainted with the league, and you can see that Esteval is ready for the league. It's more about giving Esteval and his body time to bulk up and giving him the time to work on his stamina. So when he starts playing game in and game out, which is most likely going to be next season, it doesn't put a crazy toil on him and he can handle it. Because remember, he's only 18, he's not 19, and this is not La Liga where you have all this space. This is like every game people are being physical. Every game people are You know, they're trying to leave one stuck in on you. They're trying to leave a good tackling on you. Like, and they don't care if you can't handle it. Especially look at teams like Newcastle with Joe Linton. That guy is like, I would say, the perfect example of a Premier League defender. Sometimes he's not even going for the ball. He's just going for legs. So this is what you gotta deal with. This is what you gotta deal with. And this is why I love X too. Because look at the propaganda. Look at the propaganda I'm seeing on X today. Bro's got Saka's Premier League goal in one game. Mind you, they've both been injured, so I don't want to hear the injury gimmick anymore. I don't want to hear the injury gimmick anymore. I don't want to hear that because Saka also takes penalties for Arsenal every now and then. Saka also takes penalties for Arsenal every now and then. So I don't want to hear the injury gimmick. But you know what happens when Saka gets his penalties? He misses his penalties. He skies them. Skies them. This guy's been on a tear, Cole. Consistent. 2024, 25 league goals. In 2023, 2024, 25 league goals. 2024 to 2025, that's, I think he got like 15, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I think he got like 15. But I believe this is also goals in all comps. So this is all comp goals. So all comps, that's 26, 43 take it from 20 from 26. That's holy math. That's something. Okay, that's something. At 17, I think. I think this is 17 on all comps. 17 on all comps. And then so far he's given us 44, 51. That's 7 goals this season. So far, Cole Palmer's doing his thing. You know, great game from the team mostly, like I said. These guys are some of the worst. This is the worst front line ever. Garnacho, Neto, Delap. But it is what it is. It's what we got to deal with. And Chelsea will still remain Chelsea. Let's get top four. Let's get a trophy. And let's forget about this season and restrengthen. I'm out.